Welcome to the Key Education Foundation video on learning through play. In this video, we will see how playing leads to all-round development of a child. You will hear from some of our staff members on what they learned when they used to play, and you will also see how playing can help children demonstrate what they are learning in school. Playing has been globally identified as among a child's fundamental rights, similar to right to proper food, clothing and safe home, right to education, etc. Because experts the world over agree that playing leads to overall development of a child and goes a long way in helping them build skills that they will use even as adults. Let's listen from Anjali about the games she used to play as a child.
When I was a child, I remember going out in the evenings to play with my friends. And one of my favorite games to play with them was hide and seek. I remember that we all would come in a group and discuss and decide who would be the catcher and who will go and hide. So if I was going to hide, I used to be so curious to find very difficult places to go hide so that the catcher would never get hold of me. And if I was the catcher, I remember counting very quickly from 1 to 20 and then trying to solve or trying to find my friends. Like it used to be like solving a puzzle for me to find where they were hiding. Overall, this game used to give me so much joy just to play along with my friends.
We are sure you would have also played games like that in your childhood. Look at this picture, for example. Children running in an open playground with an adult guiding them. This helps in physical and motor development, social and emotional development as they play with other children, and language development as they listen to an adult's instructions and follow them. Now, let's hear about another type of game from Naveen.
When I was a child, I used to play with a lot of things that were available nearby. One of my favorite activity was to collect things like stones, sticks, leaves, sand, water, coins, etc. and try to create different shapes or structures from it. I remember placing small sticks on the floor in the shape of a house and put leaves on top to cover the house. I placed a small toy car near the house and wanted to have my own house and car when I grew up. Games like these helped with my creativity and imagination. I felt I could create anything I wanted. This also helped me understand the weight and strength of different objects. For example, I learned I can break small thin sticks but can't break big wooden pieces or stones. Understanding this also helped me avoid getting hurt while playing.
Isn't that interesting? How playing with simple things became so beneficial? In this picture, children are playing indoors with a doctor set. You can imagine children talking, playing the role of a doctor, nurse, patient, etc. and maybe taking turns to play different roles and even making stories along with it. Here, children are actively developing language skills, cognitive or brain development, social and emotional skills, and also their creativity and curiosity. Now, let's hear from Anupriya about the games she used to play.
When I was a child, I loved playing with my kitchen set. My kitchen set had a cylinder, a roti plate, tawa, drinking glass, plates, etc. After playing with them for a few days, I realized that they were all made of different materials. How did I know this? Like I used to hold my roti plate and touch it. It used to be very hard and it was not very easy to bend. But I could bend my spoons easily with my fingers itself. When I used to play with my friends, we had to work together and decide what we had to buy and what we had to cook. So we would go around the neighborhood and collect all the leaves and flowers that we would find. We would also collect other interesting items like marbles and stones. We realized that the leaves and flowers were living things because after a few days that they would rot away. But the stones and the marbles were non-living things because they would not rot away at all.
So many times we think our children are wasting time collecting different objects or even waste materials. But the whole activity is a complex activity in which a lot of different things that they have learned actually come together. Let's now look at some examples of how children demonstrate the lessons that they would be learning in school. Role playing will help children learn about doctors, nurses, teachers, etc. The people we learn in community helpers. Writing in the sand helps children in tracing, which helps them in learning how to write letters and numbers. Doing animal walks or jumps helps them learn about animals and also practice counting and comparison. For example, how many times can you jump? Or how far can you go, etc. Playing with balls and toys can help children learn colors, shapes, and do matching and sorting based on colors and shapes. These are, of course, just a few examples, but it is a fact that children use the things that they learn about in the games that they play. For children, this is the purest form of homework that they can do to show what they have learnt at school. So let children play, indoors or outdoors, by themselves, with other children, or with family members, and let them show you how they are growing in all aspects: physical, social emotional, language, cognitive, creativity, and curiosity. Play with them and be a part of their holistic development. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found this useful.